the net for the power. Emperor of the Serengeti. Get one in home territory. Once the track onto it's over. So long and you that's sayonara. Who's gonna top of the king? Tell me, who's gonna top of the king? Who's gonna top of the king? Who's gonna top of the king?
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
James in the post. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Burks. Three-pointer. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts. That's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. So they're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David. The shot's good.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Hachimura, the screen. To the middle. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware, taken away by Hayes. And they're pushing it up. From deep, Reeves. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Hero. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And how about Hero's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now here's James. And it's Hayes in the corner. Back to James. And it's Miami with the rebound. And when you think about Andrew Wiggins, championship-level defender, for sure.
He can get in a guy's shirt without fouling him. He has the lateral movement to keep ball handlers in front of him. Really tough to do, especially in isolation.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Count that one.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Now here's LeBron. And here's Reeves outside. Burks pulls it in. The Heat trailed by 4. Here's Wiggins. The layup missed. Down low. Hachimura. Burks pulls it in.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Back to Reeves. .40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. Outside, Hero. Launches it. Miami no good on that time either. Lakers leading by 6. Over in the corner, Vincent. Drops in the tray.
Vincent, 3.
So it's Miami now. Anderson outside. Here's Hero. Up and in on the layup. Hero's got his second basket of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Here's Larson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot up? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Oh, good take. Early in his career, Connect's been focusing on his handle.
Outside for Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 9. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Robinson, that's good.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the game. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Highsmith's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's the triple. Los Angeles with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Highsmith. Back to Robinson. Jacks up a 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Goodwin. Hits the three-point bomb.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Hero. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Has to wear. And here's Adebayo outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Lets it go with the 3. The offensive rebound. Reeves outside. Doncic from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Miami Heat. 9-point game. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Back to Hachimura. On the wing, Doncic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Reeves outside. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 9. And a wide open look for Hero. Good on the three-point shot. Heroes got 7.
And savvy play by Hero, using the pull-up jumper to catch the defense off guard.
$16 seconds left in the first half. Back to Reeves. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Wiggins can't connect from short range. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Outside, James. Kicks it out to James. Back to LeBron. Puts the move on. And the dunk by James.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, he's going to finish that dunk.
Has to wear. Adebayo with the ball. Outside, Hero. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Heroes got 9.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And here is LeBron. He has 6. Off with the layup. RJ, last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 7.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Defensive foul.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Clock is at 3. A 3 from Morris. Hands it from downtown. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game. The Heat trailed by 9. Burks on the wing. Back to Hero. Wiggins surveying the floor. Morris with the rebound. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Milton. And the layup's good off the glass. Milton's got his first points of the game. 1:57 left to play in the third. Out to the right wing. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. So it's Miami now. Trailing here by 8. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The drive by James. Here's Milton. Good, and the assist goes to James. Milton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
On the wing, Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
working hard against the defense. Wiggins manages to draw the foul inside.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1:03 left in the third quarter. James, no good. The Heat trailed by 6. Here's Larson. They grabbed their own miss. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anderson. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Milton with it. 5 points in the game. Back to Kleba. Shakes him. Headshot off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Mitchell. That's tipped. Here's the break. Here's James. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mitchell outside. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 6 points in the quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Lakers lead by 1. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Hero. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Oh, that's blocked. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
The Heat making a switch here, so he gets them both. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
It's good from long range.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Hero, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And the basket is good.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. James down the lane. Basket good. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Los Angeles
Here's LeBron. Oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that...
Oh, did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. Hero from long range. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-3 run. Doncic right side. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Heat. In transition, here comes Miami. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Lakers leading by 9. Nice move. James gets inside and finishes.
Now, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And here are the Heat. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Again, the miss by the Heat. Reeves outside. On the wing, Doncic. Off target from three-point range.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Has to wear. Works for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The Heat trailed by 11. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Drains the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 11 points here in just the second half. And a wide open look for James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
There's Hero with the 3. No good that time. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Adebayo on the follow.
Good grief, Bam. I mean, living up to his name and firing up his team. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Goes back up. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Heat.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going...
On God, I run with problems. Hey, I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. In the mic, money, Scotty. Toys, drive, Harley. Harley. I say, foot locker, I won't go hit Harney. Look just like Barney, man. I live it, you record it. Daytime, me performance. Nighttime, I'm in the foreign. New got departed. Why she think she important? Hey, old time, you know I ain't getting enough. I like my boy. She 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. I know you weak, baby, don't lie. I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just won't. You already know I don't. Hey, what you doing with all that? I know you know what I mean. Got plenty and plenty cash. Life ain't nothing but a feat. I hope you know that I don't. I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot. I need all of it. People falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's behind me. Get on side me. I don't party. In the mic, money, Scotty. Toys, drive me.
Congratulations. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old. When I was in the trenches, looking at my.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. At Barclays Center, the fans here in Brooklyn amped up for their Nets. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here is Russell, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Johnson outside. The 3, and Moody pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. And we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler. The coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thanks, David. Shakes him, and it's Curry laying it in. And that's now 7 points for Stephen Curry.
We see the quickness of Stephen Curry, keeping defenders off balance even in the painted area.
Here's Russell with the 3, and again it's the Nets missing. Curry, that's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, his hustle and his acceleration makes Steph Curry such an excellent open floor player. This guy has the ability to finish on the break time and time again. Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Watch your head, Jimmy Butler in the house.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. They trail by 7. Here's Russell. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Launches it. Brooklyn with the rebound. Upside Thomas. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Curry into the lane. Great D that time from Johnson.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Russell's got 7 points.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Nets trailed by 5. Outside Williams. Pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to Wilson. Johnson outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Johnson can't hit. Warriors leading by 5. And Kuminga throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the basket by Johnson.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Pass to Hield. Here's Payton. He's guarded by Williams.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Wilson.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, if we don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's been all about Stephen Curry. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Pass to Sharp. Outside Wilson. Johnson for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Spencer, out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. And here is Butler. They kick out to Heel. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside Wilson. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Warriors making a change here. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson left side. Outside Thomas. Pass to Wilson. Teardrop shot. Outside Thomas. Off target from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Tenacity. It's the first word that comes to mind with Draymond Green. Is he the tallest power forward in the league? No. But can he score it? Yes.
Outside Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Here's Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Thomas, good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
On the wing, Heel. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. .132 left here in the second. Here's Claxton. The rebound by Heel. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Johnson with the rebound. Pass to Thomas. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made two. Warriors leading by 3. Stolen by Wilson. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas, it's a wide open look. He nails it, and we're tied up. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
It's Curry outside. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Substitutions on the court.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Good, he hits the jump shot. Thomas got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. Here's Payton. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Pass to Thomas. A 3-ball. That one, no good. Healed from outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Russell. Pass to Williams. Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. And now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Outside Thomas.
Hey, yo, right here.
Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Curry deciding where to go with it. Sweet move. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside Russell. Count it, good. Russell's got 11 points.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team second.
Here's Butler. He has 6. Goes back up. A rebound by the Nets.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Russell with it. He's got 11. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Here's Butler. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Williams with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Outside Butler. A putback. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn leading by 6. Knocks it loose. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
15 seconds. Substitutions for your Nets.
1:49 left for the third. The three from Johnson gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Curry. Shot to stop the run. A rebound by the Nets. Williams for 3. That shot off. Warriors trail by 9. From past the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside Wilson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 11.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Now, Jimmy Butler is an unselfish teammate. This guy loves to get his teammates involved.
And the Warriors making a change here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense to scramble.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And it's Green missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Williams. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
And both free throws good for Green. Now, here's Melton. Chalk up 2 there. Melton's got his first basket. Here's Curry. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Warriors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he nails the third. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. With an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. pass to Clowney. Now Watford. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. For the 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 5. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. On the wing, Johnson. Fires away from outside. And no good that time. And here are the Warriors now. Butler on the wing. Outside, Green. Outside for Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Russell with it. Kuminga picks him up. Pass to Thomas. They can't stop the run with that one. All alone. And finished off by Kuminga.
Well, Green can operate as a point forward. This guy is exceptional at breaking down the defenses. His instincts are absolutely phenomenal.
There's Thomas with the 3. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Outside Curry. Over Johnson. Pocket 6. Kuminga with a wide open look. Another 3 for Golden State. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Here's Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
They kick it out to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Well, Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Curry outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. 1:35 left here in the 4th quarter. Outside Thomas. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Butler gets a step. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Russell inside. Outside Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Russell. Back to Thomas. Great D that time from Green.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Curry. money.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Russell with the three. The kick out to Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Drills it from outside. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up.